Rounding to 10 in large numbers, practice 2. Hello, my name is Sarah. Thank you for joining me for this lesson. In this lesson, we are going to practice rounding to the tens place value in large numbers. You will need a whiteboard, a piece of paper, or the handout available with this lesson, and something to write with. Let's get started. In order to be able to round to the nearest tens, we need to know how to count by tens. Let's practice this now together. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Well done. Now let's see how it works. Let's practice rounding large numbers to the nearest 10. The first number we're going to round is 4,851. Be sure to copy this down. The first thing we're going to do is to identify the tens place value. Underline that now. Next, circle the number that is going to tell us how to round. So 5 is in the tens place, and the 1 will tell us how to round. Which numbers can we ignore? We can ignore the 4 and the 8 for now. Which two numbers can 51 round to? Either 50 or 60. Remember, 0 to 4 goes down, 5 to 9 goes up. The 1 tells us that we are going to round down. First we will write the 4 and the 8, and then we will write 50. We write the 4 and the 8 because that's the 4,800, and then we write 50 because the 1 tells 51 to round down. So 4,851 rounded to the nearest 10 is 4,850. Be sure to check your work. The next number we're going to round is 586. Copy 586 down on your paper or your board. Now let's round it to the nearest 10. We're going to underline the tens place value. Then circle the number that will tell 86 how to round. And then identify the number we can ignore. So 8 is in the tens place, 6 will tell 86 how to round, and 5 is the number we can ignore for now. What two numbers does 86 round to? 80 or 90? Remember, 0 to 4 goes down, 5 to 9 goes up. The 6 tells 86 to round up. So when we write this number, we're going to write the 5 first, because that's the first number in this number, and then we're going to write 90, because 6 tells 86 to round up. So 586 rounds to 590. Be sure to check your work. The next number we're going to round is 9,262. We're going to round 9,262 to the nearest tens. What number will we underline? Which digit is in the tens place value? What number is going to tell 62 how to round? And what numbers can we ignore? We will underline the 6 because it's in the tens place value. The 2 behind it will tell 62 how to round, and we can ignore the 9 for 9,000 and the 2 for 200. Which two tens is 62 between? 62 is between 60 and 70. Remember, 0 to 4 rounds down, 5 to 9 rounds up, 2 tells us we're going to be going down to 60. So 9,262, when we round it, we'll write the 9 and the 2, and then we'll write 60. We copy the 9 and the 2 for 9,200, and then we write 60 because 2 tells 62 to round down to 60. Be sure to check your work. There are only a few more numbers left. The next number we're going to round is 349. I'm going to give you a few moments to round this on your own. Now let's see how it works. We're going to underline the tens place value, which is 4. We're going to circle the 9. The 9 will tell 49 how to round. We can ignore the 3. 49 is between 40 and 50. 0 to 4 will go down. 5 to 9 will go up. The 9 tells 49 to round up to 50. So we'll write the 3 for 300 and the 50 because 49 rounds to 50. 349 rounded to the nearest 10 is 350. Be sure to check your work. The last number we're going to round is 7,178. 7,178. I'm going to give you a few moments to round this number to the nearest tens on your own. Let's see how it works. We'll underline the 7 in the tens place value. We'll circle the 8, which will tell 78 how to round. We'll ignore the 7 and the 1. 78 is between 70 and 80. 0 to 4 rounds down. 5 to 9 rounds up. The 8 tells 78 to round up to 80. So when we round, we're going to copy the 7 and the 1 for 7,100 and then copy 80 because the 8 tells 78 to round up. So 7,178 rounds to 7,180. Be sure to check your work. In this lesson, we practice rounding to the tens place value in large numbers. Thank you for following along.